the starting point of this collection was we made it in a time of reflection when there was a recession, and it was a time to go back to your strengths and the strengths that we have as producing linoleum as a natural material. And so it was an obvious link to then go to nature and see what nature has to offer, and we found all kinds of unexpected colors and combinations that we translated into a new linoleum collection.
Forbo has been manufacturing linoleum for over a century. Linoleum is made of natural raw materials like linseed oil and resin. This is combined into a linoleum cement. The cement is then mixed with recycled wood flour, limestone and pigments, resulting in very colorful linoleum granulates from which different designs can be made. These granules are calendared onto a jute back layer and then consequently hung out in the drying rooms for approximately 3 weeks.
One of the designers in the team went to Google Earth and looked at a lot of pictures of unexpected nature around the world. And you can find really incredible mixes of natural things, like this crater in Iceland, which has something very heavy and rough, and something kind of light and almost intangible. And these tensions we translated into a collection. The collection exists of 2 different patterns. One of them is a marbled pattern, and one of them is a striped pattern. And the striped pattern is something that we had in our collection in 1928, and then ended that in 1960. And we've brought that onto the market again in 2009. It was fun to go into the archives and see what we had as different patterns. This is the original collection book. And we translated this into a pattern that could work for 2009. And you can see that at the moment there's a lot of stripes in our environments, and this is an organic linear, which lends a new dimension to linoleum.
Linoleum is a natural product. It's made of 97% natural raw materials, and about 70% of these materials can be rapidly renewable. It means it can be harvested within 10 years after they have been planted again. In addition to this, linoleum has a 37% recycled content, and all this together has led to the fact that linoleum has received more environmental trademarks and quality marks than any other floor covering in the world. Forbo Flooring Systems aims to further reduce our environmental footprint by another 25% by the end of 2015. We measure this by doing a life cycle assessment. In a life cycle assessment, all the input and output and the environmental impact of the production process is measured. It's kind of a cradle-to-grave approach.
Well, I think that with this collection, you can it could appeal to people that want to make outspoken spaces. That it gives you an opportunity to create more individualistic spaces. So, for instance, if you're going to have a run-of-the-mill area that you want to rent to everyone on Earth, then you're going to choose a beige. But if you want to have, for instance, a school that wants to make some sort of statement in the foyer, maybe you would use a bright orange with a bright yellow in combination, so that people in the neighborhood have something to talk about and they have a reason to choose your school above someone else's.
The Unexpected Nature collection consists of 9 marbled colors and 9 linear colors. It can be used to create inspiring interiors that are needed in all commercial applications, even when class 34 is required. You can think of, for example, restaurants, retail spaces, healthcare or offices.